Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped. The sun is still shining. I'm still here at the Goodwood Motor Circuit for the Goodwood Media Day, and behind me is a Rolls Royce Wraith Black Badge. Now, I have driven many different types of Rolls Royce on the channel over the last 5 years, and they've all impressed me on the road for their waftability and their hidden power, but I have never ever driven one in anger on a racetrack. That is until now. Behind me is the Black Badge, which has got more power and a firmer suspension setup, and by all accounts is pretty handy around a motor circuit. That Ferrari's quite nice too. So join me for the next few minutes when I jump into the opulent luxury of that £300,000 Rolls Royce Wraith Black Badge and give it a proper spanking. Now then guys, we are in the driver's seat of a Rolls Royce Wraith Black Badge. Yep. Very cool. Benny is to my left. I don't know whether you can see him, he's just off camera, but we're going to go for some hot laps around the Goodwood Motor Circuit. Now, I've never driven one of these in anger before. I've driven one on the road. They're super relaxing and you waft around. But I've also seen them being driven very aggressively at Festival of Speed, doing huge burnouts off the line and stuff.
Guilty.
So was that you?
Me 1 year and a guy called Jack the other year. So.
Excellent, excellent. Right. So where do we go? We'll talk you through again the experience of just having a. I think for me the interesting these aren't cars you would consider to go around the race circuit, but they're very good at it and they're pretty quick as well. Yeah,
I mean, you have a lot of torque, and especially with the Black Badge being a bit more performance driving orientated.
Yeah.
You know, it's I should say it's not a track car, but there is a little bit more to it, of course.
No. Cool. Right then. So,
are you up to you what you want to do? Are you going to chat away and be quiet?
Okay. So
let me know what you want to do.
I've driven one, but never in anger. So I'm quite just intrigued to see what they're like.
Yeah.
You know, driving a little bit more enthusiastically than you would do on the road.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it'd be good for you to kind of just talk through.
Yeah. Okay.
What's happening?
Do you know much about the Wraith already, or?
I've driven one.
Okay.
I've reviewed one, but a while ago. But it has been a while.
Yeah.
I don't think I've not driven the Black Badge.
Okay.
But
so yes, obviously. Still 6.6 litre V12. You've got 624 brake horsepower.
Wow.
So a lot of torque out there. With the Wraith, it's a little bit more stiffer on the steering to give you a little bit more performance, a little bit more stiffer from the suspension.
Yeah.
The engine's always moved back a tiny little bit as well, so you don't have sat too much at the front as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got all the cosmetic stuff on the Black Badge as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, have a feel for it. I mean, it's been a while and you don't do the cars back to back.
Yeah.
It's a bit harder, but you would normally feel a quite significant difference of a stiffer.
I've just driven a Ferrari F8, so it's going to be quite
it's going to feel very different. Yeah. So I'll just talk to you on the lap out there.
Yeah.
We get through. What I think we should try and do, which is quite a little cool feature as well, is you've got the low button.
Yeah.
Don't know if you know about that, but if you do the first lap just normal.
Yeah.
Put it into low, and basically it just revs higher. You hear the exhaust open up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And if you were to do a standing start, you would actually pull away in first, because normally Rolls Royce always pull away in second for a more elegant drive.
So I never knew that.
So going to low will actually give you that first gear and a little bit more spark to it. So it's definitely noticeable on the exhaust and the revs when you hit the button.
Yeah.
So try that after the first lap. Yeah.
If you hidden around there,
hit the start button,
and I just move the steering wheel down a little bit and towards me if I can. Always like the steering wheel as close to me as I can. That right, super.
Cool.
Right, I reckon it'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Can I drop that seat at all? Yeah.
So it's just your gear lever on the right hand side. You put it towards you and bring it down. And then we'll go into drive.
Yeah, I'm in drive.
And off we go.
This is so cool. The most elegant I think I will have ever driven round Goodwood.
Flash on. A little bit light.
Just do
Keep the windows a bit for wind noise, but
So this is a really heavy car, right? So I'm kind of assuming that you'll notice that in the corners, but
yeah, it's I mean it's 2.4 ton, so it is a heavy car.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, you will probably compare it, if you compare them to the normal Wraith, you would have less lean in the corner.
Yeah.
Just that stiffer car, handling a bit better through the corner. So yeah, as we said,
we're still doing 100 miles an hour through Ford water without even trying. The difficult thing, I guess, is because it's got no gearbox for you to change.
No.
The car's just going to do its own thing.
It's yeah, no, you do feel the brake, of course, but yes, you don't feel that downshift like you would normally do.
It's really funny. You almost feel wrong driving it or pushing it hard because you think it shouldn't really be doing what it's doing, but. Seatbelt pulls you back in. So that was from 130. It's a remarkable thing. It's one of these cars you think it shouldn't be able to do this. It's a massive car.
Yeah, I think most people who drive it on track actually get quite surprised at what it's capable of.
Yeah. And my power reserve meter is at 0. Brakes are really
speed's good here, just carry it in. It's good.
Wow.
Speed's fine, try and roll it in. There you go. Nice.
That's still 110 in a Rolls Royce through Ford water. Case of working out how much speed you can take into the corners.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than you think.
Yeah, it is. It is. Trust that. I mean, as I said, it doesn't actually lean that much.
Oh. So should we try this low thing?
Well, let's try. When you hit back straight here,
yeah.
Try and if you hit it while you accelerate, you will definitely feel the difference straight away.
It's so weird. It's brilliant. I mean, there's a lot of body roll, but it's not as much as you would imagine, so I just hit that.
That's it. There you go. So you can feel the exhaust change straight away, higher, like revs higher.
So that's 135. 135 in a Rolls Royce. Let's roll off. Oh man, it's so much better through the corners than you think it's going to be. Have we got one more? Is that?
You can go for one more, yeah. It's
a strange experience, but I'm not doing a very good job of speaking to camera. 115, and just roll it off a little bit, and then into Madrid. And it feels really settled through the corner, though. It's.
I mean, when you've done the festival speed or the hill climb, you know, it's it does have a little.
Well, you boys off the line, there's proper theatre when you clouds of black tyre smoke when you drive.
That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, I drove an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio racing edition, the last festival seat up there, and did a burnout off the line. It was very good.
It's like a smoke competition.
I'm hugely impressed with this because it's a far more engaging, capable car than I think anybody would give it credit for. There's quite a lot of steering angle you needed, but it's so fast.
I mean, it has some torque to it, you know. Power the serve as well.
Let me just back off here if we're going in.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's very very
surprising,
impressive.
isn't it?
It's very 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 surprising. Just let him know I'm coming out. This Mustang's so loud.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, hats off to the engineering department that get a car of this mass.
Yeah.
To be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
as it's really
hugely impressive.
Yeah, and if you do the silver badge to the black badge back to back,
yeah,
you really feel the difference of that improvement in the black badge as well.
Because
so.
I think a lot of people think, and I may be guilty of having sort of done a few bits on the black badge. You think it's just a different colour Spirit of Ecstasy on the front and a bit of black trim.
Yeah,
but it's really not.
No,
we're going to go round that way.
Yeah, if you go left hand side, you see where the other two cars are.
Oh yeah.
If you just park it in and we take it in and sanitize the car down.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing thing. Absolutely amazing. Well, mate, thank you for that.
No problem.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a very, very surprising experience. Just
press the button. That's it.
Cool.
All done.
Very surprising experience.
Yeah.
How such a big car can be so competent on track. I mean, it's clearly hugely powerful. In a straight line, you think, oh, fair enough, that's a motorway cruiser in a straight line.
Yeah.
But the dynamics of it through the corners are really impressive. Really impressive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, as we said, it's not what it's designed for. But it's,
but it's quite cool to know you can do it.
Exactly.
And I'm sure only maybe 1% of these ever sold will do it. But, very cool. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. If you have done so, massive thank you to Rolls Royce, by the way, for the invite to let me give this very expensive. It's about 300 and something.
As this one here stands with the options it's got currently, it's 300 plus taxes, I think. With this
300 grand car. Give it a good spanking around Goodwood. So yes, thank you very much for that, Rolls Royce. Thank you, Goodwood, for the invite. And I hope you enjoyed that. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol. Plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on the next film. You take care. Drive safe.